I'm told there are people who want all-wheel drive, but do not want an SUV. Huh. This is the 7th generation Subaru Legacy. It comes with all-wheel drive standard and it is a mid-size sedan. See, sedans do still exist. But is all-weather traction enough to justify buying this versus, let's say, a Toyota Camry, Honda Accord, or Hyundai Sonata? Let's dig in. Starting off, Subaru has done a nice job inside keeping noise at bay. In most spots, the materials convey a sense of quality and the general arrangement looks handsome. I also like the little passenger side storage slot carved into the dash, plus another nook next to the front passenger's left leg. One wish though, it'd be nice if these rear vents weren't reserved for the premium trim and higher. In terms of occupant space, I, the quintessential average 5'10" American man, fit just fine. No big feet, although I will say I really do like the seats. Supportive and comfortable, almost pressure point free, and this is a very comfortable driving position. But let's find out what happens when I go back to the rear quarters. Leg room is really quite good. I wouldn't say it's Accord good, but plenty of excess space here. But I have a poofy hair day happening and I'm barely brushing against the headliner. I could use a little extra headroom. And just for perspective, I'm gonna move right over here so you can see what that looks like. You know the problem here? I need worse posture. I got it. As for cargo space, the Legacy provides 15.1 cubic feet, a respectable number among mid-size sedans. There are also conveniently located rear seat releases and a wide pass-through to the cabin if you're lugging bulky gear. If your rugged, active lifestyle demands even more room, consider the Subaru Outback. It delivers a very Legacy-like experience, but in a wagon form factor that affords a big bump for cargo hauling. Of course, the centerpiece for any modern vehicle is the infotainment display. Dual 7-inch screens come standard on the base trim, but all other versions of the Legacy include this 11.6-inch screen. Not only does it control your information and entertainment, but you'll also find HVAC controls at the bottom, supplemented by the Make Hot and Make Cold buttons on either side. The icons are clear and it's smartly arranged. In some infotainment screens, convoluted menu structures make this area a distraction. Not in this case. Nicely done, Legacy. Just staring admiringly at the screen. Moving outside, I'm not one to tell you how to think about a car's exterior styling, though I will say the Legacy isn't taking any wild swings with its exterior. If you want a bigger stylistic statement, the Hyundai Sonata might suffice, though I'm sure some folks appreciate a low-key visual presence a la Legacy. When applied to open roads, the Subaru Legacy inspires broad confidence. While not overtly sporty, the Legacy steering feels accurate and prompt. Yeah. In normal driving, the suspension does a great job delivering a comfortable ride, but just for fun, how about I go through this corner too quickly? Let's see. Okay. There's some fun potential there. I'll also note that while all-wheel drive provides invaluable traction in slippery conditions, it also helps you rock it out of corners even in dry conditions. Overall, there is a lot to like about driving the Subaru Legacy. Oh, but look out, I've got 3 controversial letters for you. CVT. That stands for Continuously Variable Transmission. It's basically 2 variable-sized pulleys connected by a belt that creates drive ratios in lieu of a traditional automatic transmission. In my experience, some CVTs deliver surging acceleration or the sense that the engine is racing. In the case of the Legacy, as long as you're accelerating at moderate speeds, the CVT feels fine. Subaru has worked to make their CVT drive like a normal automatic, but astute drivers might notice occasional peculiarities. What I would say is that every technology has its quirks. Try before you buy. Most Legacy trims feature a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine. Our car has that engine, and it feels acceptably eager for the category. For more intense accelerative thrills, though, the XT Limited and XT Touring trims offer up a 2.4-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. Both engines utilize a horizontally opposed layout, which helps lower the Legacy's center of gravity. That is a good thing in any vehicle. Each engine is also teamed with a CVT. Yes, that's your only transmission choice. Oh, and if you feel like selecting from 8 different ratios, as if you're driving a regular automatic transmission, just start tapping these steering wheel mounted paddle shifters.
That's fun.
As for fuel economy, here's how it breaks down. In the safety department, the Subaru Legacy has earned a 5-star overall rating from the NHTSA. It has 7 airbags, including a driver's knee airbag, and it features a standard suite of active safety assist technology dubbed EyeSight. Comprising that suite are full-speed adaptive cruise control, lane departure warning, and automatic emergency braking.
In practice, EyeSight does a great job keeping me in my lane. Thank you, EyeSight.
The Legacy can also detect when the rear seats are occupied, emitting a chime if the seatbelt isn't fastened. That sounds helpful, but in speaking to Subaru owners, the system can mistake an empty child seat for a passenger, sparking a maddening blast of warning chimes at the school drop-off line. Once again, try before you buy. One area of unambiguous praise is price. The base Subaru Legacy's MSRP lands right about $23,000, not including destination charges. That price scores you Apple CarPlay and Android Auto smartphone connectivity, all-wheel drive, as frequently mentioned, and adaptive LED lighting, which is a cool surprise at that price. Compared to the Honda Accord, Toyota Camry, Nissan Altima, Kia K5, and Hyundai Sonata, the Subaru Legacy's entry price is lower, in some cases by thousands of dollars, a doubly surprising fact considering the Legacy is the only midsize sedan to offer standard all-wheel drive. Incidentally, you can get all-wheel drive in the Altima, Camry, and K5, but it'll cost you extra. The Legacy's value proposition is further bolstered by Subaru's traditionally strong resale values. If you want a bit more indulgence in your Legacy, higher trims add things like heated seats, smart key access, and leather. Spring for the highest Touring XT trim, and those front seats are heated and ventilated units clad in Napa leather. Ooh, swanky. Despite the dominance of SUVs, the midsize sedan category is still rich with choices. There are certainly more emotive options,
But the Legacy has excellent safety, strong value, and mostly satisfying road manners on its side. All of that makes it worth a look. Also, it has all-wheel drive.